Hey, I think the stream is working. Oh, great. All right, this is my first stream. Awesome. So what I want to show you is how to use for $4 a month to get infinite hosted websites. And this is going to be, you're going to buy a computer somewhere on the internet, and it's just going to sit there, and then it will automatically be able to host all your apps. So you can make a small little app with called Claude Code. I'll walk you through that. Let's say you have an idea for a simple finance tracking app or a to-do list server, or just some custom little app that you want to make, or any project you want to do and then share it with someone else. This is a way, instead of like doing it all on your own computer, you have to do all these installs and everything. Again, $4 a month, you will get your own hosted website. So you can see here, I went to hetzner.com. There's a couple versions like this. Hetzner is a way to rent a computer somewhere on the internet. I don't know, I think mine's in Poland. So go to Hetzner, you'll log in and create an account in console. You can see, so I've obviously already set it up, so it'll be a little bit different for you. Any questions or things you have, you know, an LLM will set it up, or just Google, just look on YouTube for anything that I say. How to set up a Hetzner VPS. But you'll go in here, you'll start a project. In this case, it's my default project. Let's go ahead and do it. Stream example, great. We do stream example. Awesome. No resources yet, because I have to like buy the computer, basically. So I'll create resource. I want a server, which again, just a computer that you're renting somewhere on the internet. Cost optimized, limited availability. That's because everyone in the world wants these dirt cheap computers. But Intel, ARM, I don't know if it matters, whatever. For what we're doing, it won't matter. And then here you go, $349 a month. Pretty incredible. You're going to get 2 CPUs and 4 gigabytes of RAM, which is plenty for any normal website. Let's be honest, the websites we're going to build with this, they don't get any traffic. You're not doing this for millions of hits a month. You're doing it to like be able to quickly share and just put something up there that people may enjoy, or even just for yourself. So you can see, yeah, 0.6 of a cent per hour. $4 a month. Helsinki, beautiful country. So we'll go there, but there are other sites. They usually just cost more. The simplest is Ubuntu. Unless you know what any of these mean, choose Ubuntu. Networking, yeah, whatever. It's all this stuff. You will want to do this, which is SSH keys for authentication. This makes it easier to log into your system later, but you don't have to. So we'll just, you'll receive your root password via email. Let's see if we can do this now. SSH key. Okay, so this is good. This is, how you do this is you're basically setting up so you don't have to use a password. If you know you're going to log in to make apps from your personal computer, or basically the same computer all the time, you can essentially at this page log an encrypted password that says, yes, the thing I'm logging in from is my computer, and so you just automatically log in. So let's go ahead and set that up, and I think it's SSH keygen. See, I don't know how to do this, so I should have backed up. One step to do before trying to do any of this that I recommend is to download Warp. Warp, the agentic development environment. It's a terminal tool that's great because you can use it to, it has a built-in AI agent. So I'll go to agent mode in Warp, and I'll say, I need SSH key for my Hetzner server. How make do it and tell me. Great, so it's doing it. Here we go. Create a new SSH key. Great, so we'll do that, and we'll use my email. I don't think this is bad to do on on the site, on the stream. So anyway, when prompted, press enter to save in the default location. You'll do that, super easy. Typing this in, cat, blah, 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 just copy paste, will show you that you can see the thing you just made is in there. And then what you'll go in is add your SSH key. So follow these instructions, and basically, if I ran this command, I don't think it's secure to do that on the stream, but I'm not sure, because then you'd get my key. Anyway, I'm gonna run this, and then go back to the screen and just paste in the full output, what it says, and then you go to name, and you name it, you know, like for 18, my MacBook Pro. You can set as the default key, whatever. I don't think it matters either way. Yeah, so you can save it. I think I didn't save it for security, but that's fine. So anyway, cancel that, and that's how you set it up. I'm going to ignore it now because I'm going to close this after the stream is done. Volumes, again, we get a bunch of storage with this thing already. We get 40 gigabytes of SSD. None of the websites anyone watching the stream makes, at least if you need this stream, the websites you're making don't use more than at max like a gigabyte. So it's not a problem. And anyway, start here. So volumes, firewalls, whatever. Don't bother with backups. You can, I guess. Oh yeah, 20% of the server price for 80 cents a month. You can get backups. Probably worth it. And I think that's it. Yeah. And then you can name it something so you don't forget. Alex Stream. Great. And tell you what, we'll add backups. And that'll just be in case you accidentally totally wipe something. All right. Create and buy now. So here we go. $4.80 a month, and that's because I sprung for the backups and also tax. Oh, that's right. You pay for 60 cents a month for an IPv4. That is, you need that for the internet address, basically. So you do need all this. So we're still under $5 a month. Create and buy now. So that's it. Done. Normally you'd have to enter your billing information, things like that, but I've already done that. So now I have Alex Stream. Let's do that. I kind of wish. Yeah. So I'm gonna assume that you've done that here, and I'm actually going to jump over to a different VPS. So if you had done that and entered your SSH key at the beginning, it'll look just like my other stream. Servers, so I'll go back to my servers, whatever, dismiss all. That's a little concerning. I don't see the other server I have. Oh, because it's a different project. There. So I'll go back to my default project. There we go. Server, and this is something I set up for a different project. But here, now I can. So now that you've set up your server, you basically have rented a computer in the cloud. This computer sitting there. Modern computers are crazy fast, and so this little thing for $5 a month is going to be enough to do most of your like personal projects. Like you can host. I'll show you. I'm going to host my own website, stuff like that. So another step you can do is you SSH root, and this is going to log you in, and this is the IP address of my device. My system. I also made an alias for Gray VPS. So how I did that, again, if there's anything you want to know, you go to agent mode and you say how to make an alias for 119.23. Whatever 42.56, whatever the number was that you can see default servers, that public IP. You copy that public IP and you put it here so that I can type SSH root at stream example, and it works in my computer. And yeah, auto's fine. Right. So you ask it. And what it'll tell you, I'll make it maybe bigger for the stream. Hard to know what looks good on the stream. Okay, yeah, so you can see it wants to run this command, which is the correct command. So it adds a host name. Stream example. Host name, the number I put up here, which you would copy from your Hetzner VPS, user root. So I'm going to reject because I don't actually make this dummy thing. So that's what I did in the past. So I can do SSH root at gray VPS. So I do that, whatever, it's got a bunch of messages, who cares? Anyway, so I can tell ls. Trace is the company I work for. You can see I did a project with that. I tried doing something with a bot to search documentation. I tested on CUDA docs. Anyway, so this is what I've done here in my terminal is I'm now SSH'd into the computer I just rented for $5 a month. I didn't SSH into AllExtreme, I'll SSH into this other one I set up before. And then the first thing you want to do is install Claude code. So install Claude code. I think they updated it recently. They made it really easy to install Claude code, and it's install Claude code. Native install. Mac OS, this is a Linux computer that we selected. That was Ubuntu Linux. Curl, blah, blah, blah. Just copy it, paste it in here. What you'll see when you do that is it'll run through a bunch of install settings, and that's basically it. It's pretty straightforward. The first time you do that, you'll have to actually go into Claude then. To get it to run, you'll have to go into your Claude developer platform and dashboard, workbench, cost, and usage or something. Somewhere in here, you add your billing information. Total cost $0. Because I separately, I don't just pay for tokens here, I also purchase Claude code. So you can see this is me using it previously. You can see I used 1 million tokens the other day, another 1 million tokens. Wow. On January. Anyway, you can see all your logs and all your usage. Next, what we're going to do is we want to make an app. We want to make an app or a website or stand something up. And you can see one thing that's kind of great about Claude code is you can tell it something. So I'll show an example of making a dummy website. Claude, you just type Claude. Claude's your best friend. Do you trust files in this folder? No, exit, because I forgot. I don't want to start from root. Root is like the most base part of your computer. I set up this opt/apps directory. You can see ls. You can see I've got a bunch of things in here because I've been building projects. So each one of these, or most of these, like Munger Stock Simulator, MVP, things like this, are actually independent apps and websites. So what I can do is I can, let's see, let's make just a test app that lets you draw on screen. Or let's say, let's make a to-do app. That'll be easier to succeed. When doing something on a live stream, I always make the easiest thing possible. So I'll do make directory, mkdir. And again, I know computers a lot, so you could do this here, or you could tell Claude to do all this stuff automatically. But I'm going to make a directory named to-do app. Done. cd, change directory, to-do app. Done. So if I type ls, that's going to list everything in that app. There's nothing in there. That's great, because we are going to figure it out. We're going to build it. So we'll go to Claude. Claude. Yeah, isn't he cute? API uses billing, my org, all this stuff. Doesn't really matter. You ignore everything. And then I can say, I am very, very boring. I want to make yet another to-do app, but 80s. make the most retro neon synth wave funk to do app. Great. So we'll do this app, and I like to add, it's a good thing for a project, as a single index.html file with only vanilla JavaScript. You don't have to know what any of that means. If I didn't say this, it would still make an app. This is just making a single index. Index.html means I don't have to install anything. It's just going to be a dumb file that you'll open on your computer to view it, just like it'll look like a web page. So I'll hit enter, and I'm going to let it run, unfurling. So Claude's great, but it's going to run for like a minute or two, something that is not great for an app, for a live stream. So while it's thinking, I'm just going to open another tab, new tab. I'm going to SSH in again, SSH root at Gray BPS. So I'm just logging in a second time, again, to this computer that I rented in the cloud. I'm going to cd opt/apps again. That's just where I decided to put all the apps. Why? I asked Claude, where's a good place to store all the apps, and it said /opt. I don't know what /opt means, and that's fine. Just a place on this computer I rented in the cloud. All right, so we're logged back in. You can see I actually have a bunch of pages. I'm going to go into CD MVP. So this is minimum viable product was the joke. LS, you can see the only thing in there is index.html, just a single file. I'm going to get into how I did this, but basically each one of these, man page is a page I built to be a bio for me. It stands for manual page. And then Munger Stock Simulator is another app I built. MVP is an app, and then To Do app. And I'll show you how to use something called NGINX to make it so that you pay for one website, and you can then host a bunch of different pages. So I'll show you. I paid for graylabs86.com. So this is a tab. When I go there, I've kind of been working on a personal website. It's obviously just dummy stuff right now. It has my name and contact info, but all of this is blank. But someday, obviously, I'll work on it and add these pieces with Claude. But then what's kind of fun is graylabs86, I can do /Munger stock, I already have it, stock simulator. And I go there, and now it's hosted. And again, this is public on the web. Anyone can open this. And this is something I built to test this investing strategy by the famous Charlie Munger. If all you ever did was buy high quality stocks on the 200-week moving average, you'd beat the S&P 500 by a large margin. So I wanted to try it. So again, how I did it was I literally put this quote into Claude and I said, make me a single index.html website to do this. And it came up with investment start date. I'm going to run the simulation. It's going to invest in the top N companies. And you can see here's over time log plot from 2005 to 2025. So 20 years. You do this for 20 years, invest in the top 10 companies. According to this rule, you get 2.7x gains. So what was fun was I could build it, and then just immediately I could share a link to it, and anyone could see it. Here it shows the times you would have invested in Microsoft a long time ago. Anyway, so I built it. Another thing I have is we'll go to that other website, MVP. And this actually I built as a website to explain how to do what I'm going to show you on this call, which is how to make a single rented computer, $4 a month, to host a bunch of different distinct websites. So again, there isn't one website that knows about this setup and knows about that stock simulator. They're all just different websites, and what we're going to basically do is build something that the computer, so that, again, our rented computer knows that if you put /MVP to send the data somewhere else, rather than sending it to, again, this very much minimum viable and dumb like website for myself. All right. Okay, so now Claude's been thinking about it. Probably is stuck, asking me for permission. Do you want to create? Yes, allowing edits. So I wish I had remembered to check that. Claude is a little annoying sometimes, asking you to do all this stuff. One benefit of doing it on a rented computer is if it breaks anything, it'll be fine because it's not your own computer. Here we go. Okay, functionally add to-dos by typing and clicking add or pressing enter. Check and check. Open index.html in your browser. So this is where we're a little stuck because like opening index.html doesn't make sense because this is a computer I open and I rent it in the cloud. I don't actually have access to it. So I'm going to exit this instance of Claude. I believe that it has done what I asked it to do. Again, from just one little prompt, just a sentence. All these people who are uppity about, you got to prompt in this exact way. The computers are getting smarter faster than I can learn to prompt. So I don't worry about it too much, unless you're doing something really tricky. So again, ls index.html. So indeed, there is this thing that it built. We can see if there's anything in there. Cat, C-A-T, index.html is going to show me all the context of the file. Ooh, it's long. It did a lot of stuff. All right, probably works. Let's test it. So, okay, it suggests xdg open index.html. I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, that's, yeah. Oh no, did it crash? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it crashed. Again, never do new things. There we go. On a live stream. All right. What we're going to do is cd ... So that took me up one page. Again, you don't have to know any of this stuff. Claude will do it, or you can just ask your little agent friend. Anyway, opt apps. Okay, so here's the thing we built. To do app, man page. It's got all these things. Claude skills. So one thing I didn't share is that before this call, again, I built this website, MVP. And what it does is walk through what I'm about to tell you, which you can go here and look for. How to say to this rented computer that now I want to add a new website that's going to be /to-do app. I'm very boring. Whatever I name it here is just what I told it to be in the URL bar, because I'll never remember anything else. So you can see now nothing was found. So it was smart, and it redirected back to the main site, which is kind of what we want. So what I need to do is I need to tell it, oh, if someone comes to to-do app, /to-do app, to do something else, in this case, direct them to this page. So I'll share the actual files, but this page I built, if you just copy and paste it, or point Claude at it, ooh, let's try that. Will this work? Okay. I shouldn't break my own rule of don't try anything totally new on the live stream. Yeah. So anyway, this has more detailed instructions. That'll be good. What I can do is I can start Claude. Now I'm going to start in this like main top level directory. Claude. Great. And what I'm going to do is tell it I just built a new app, index.html single file in the /to-do app directory. I want to add this app posted to my site at the main website address, graylabs86.com /to-do app follow instructions in, and I'll share these files so you can tell your community in VPS app manager readme.md in at VPS app manager readme.md and at deployment summary to learn how to edit the nginx file to add this new location. So you can do this, and this will definitely work, or almost certainly work. One thing I kind of skipped over is you have to install nginx, and the first setup will probably be a little different, but not that hard. And if you have any questions, again, just say nginx how set up Linux idum. Great. And here we go, the AI overview, sudo apt update, sudo apt install nginx. Does it work? Ensure it's running. Like this will get you there. And once you have this working, key files are located in this, then the files that I gave you are good enough. And honestly, Claude's good enough. Even if you skip this step, Claude's going to realize that it's not installed and like ask you, hey, can I have permission to do these things for you? And you say, yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to tell it. It's kind of funny. What needs to happen here is actually pretty small. I need to edit like a single file in a site, but we're going to do it. We're going to try to have Claude do it. And while I do, all right, it's running some commands. Yes, so this is the main file it needs to edit. nginx sites available, Gray Labs 86. So that's what it's going to edit. So yes, allow editing. It's going to look for my app. Yeah, of course, do it. Okay. Do you want to proceed? Yes. What's it doing? I don't know what it's doing. It's moving to do app and doing all that stuff. Sudo chmod. Yeah, whatever. Seems good. Looks good. It's going to copy. So this is a nice thing. It's going to copy my current website files that explain it to a backup just in case. I forgot I told it to do that. Again, those instructions are in the shared list. It's, again, this website, if you copy and paste it or point Claude at it, it tells it everything about how to use nginx to do virtual hosting. Great. So once you make this edit, this is really all you have to do. Once you do after your first app, your second app, your third app, your whatever, all you're going to do is just add these few lines of text. Yes, allow all edits. Okay. It probably did it, so let's find out if it worked. graylabs.com/to-do app. All right, it's not up. All right. Yes, and don't ask again. Again, running this on a computer in the cloud just reduces all the risk for all these things. Yeah, I'm gonna. All right, it's gonna think about a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna go take a look at what it's doing. cd ... So right now I'm in opt apps MVP. I want to go up one directory, ... ls. I can see to do app. Okay, ls to do app. This says list. Ls is list. List what's in the to do app. Index.html. Okay, it's there. There's a file there. Cat to do app /index.html. Remember, cat just shows what's in the file. It's still there. Okay, there's a file at the right place. The question is, why is this not working? It's still directing me here. Let's go look if Claude's figured it out. going to list sites available and look it up. Okay, I know I said this should work. Again, nothing works live. ls. Oh, I'm still in Claude. Exit. Exit. There we go. Okay, exit. Okay. ls. All right. Yeah, this should be easy. I feel bad that doesn't work, but the main goal is to get it to work on this site, so on this call. So I will show you cat sites available. So I got this link earlier from before. This is the nginx file that basically, how it's working is this is the file that tells my little computer running in the cloud. If someone types in this to go to this site, if they type in something else, Charlie Munger, if they type in this to take them to this other location. It's just a little map. And so I'm going to look at the locations that I have. Static to do app. Expires, add header. I don't know, it added a bunch of stuff. You can see new static app. Location, Munger Stock Simulator. Alias, opt apps, Munger Stock Simulator. Try files, index.html. I don't know why it expires in 30 days. I don't even know what that means. MVP looks the same. Opt apps MVP, and it's hosted. So what's different about this app? Expires 7 days. Add header. Ops to do app. Oh man, it looks fine. Okay, I have one guess, which is maybe it didn't get saved and I stopped Claude Code too soon because I'm kind of rushing on a live stream. Yeah, to do app still nothing there. Let's check the other ones. MVP, it's still there. Cool. And I'm hosting, by the way, just super simple apps that are like a single index. But I also have hosted on this machine. It's a little more complicated, but you can also host. It's just editing the same location file with more complicated websites. Websites that use a port. Again, you don't have to know what that means. Claude can help you figure it out. And again, the nice thing is a $5 computer is actually really good. Computers are fast. So I'm going to run this command, sudo, the configuration file is okay, and the test is successful. So this command just tests if the file we wrote, this file we were just looking at, like, is gonna work and not break anything. So I'm going to reload. Okay, I reloaded. Now let's try it one more time. To do app. Come on. Oh man. Well, this is where it gets hard. Obviously, you can see it works every other time I've tried this, and of course, the time I try it on the call, it's not happy. All right, I have one last thing I can try. Expire 7.8, cache control, public, X content types, no sniff. Yeah, these all look the same. Yeah. Okay. I noticed. I think I figured out what's wrong with it. Again, it'd be better if you don't know computers to ask Claude, but I'm impatient on the call. I noticed that this line, URI space index, is different from this line. This line is URI space the app name. So again, this is getting more technical than I wanted, but I also really want it to work. nano/etc/nginx/sites available/gray labs. Okay. And I'm just pattern matching. I looked at the other ones that seem to be working. and this one that isn't. And I noticed that like this one with MVP, it says MVP before the index, and this one doesn't. So I'm going to do to-do app. I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to do will be the equivalent, which is a slash line, to-do app slash. To-do app, to-do app. And now it looks the same. Opt apps to MVP alias. So basically, this alias, you're saying, if someone comes to slash to-do app, go to opt apps to-do app. Great. Try, basically, index.html is the file we wrote. So it's basically saying, okay, if someone comes to this location, go here and show this file. So Control X to exit. Do I want to save it? Y for yes. File name, yes. Okay. So now we're going to do that set again, nginx-t, which just checks that like I didn't screw anything up, like obviously wrong. And then I'm going to reload. All right. Come on, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. That might be cached. This is really disappointing. Well, now you're going to see it doesn't always work. I don't know why. To-do app. This is really disappointing. How long has this gone on? It doesn't say. All right, this is a pretty long live stream. All right, I have one. Oh, I have one other guess, which is I think I know where Claude went wrong, but I'm just gonna try to have Claude fix it. Claude. I hosted an app in opt/apps/to-do app index.html, and I edited my nginx for graylabs86.com to have location and redirect from graylabs86.com / to-do app to that location. Great. But it's not working. Maybe file permissions of index.html is not good. When I visit the link for to-do app, I instead get force redirected to the main site of graylabs86.com. And usually I'd recommend there are apps like Super Whisper or other things where you can just hit your microphone and talk into it. But I'm doing a lot of typing of weird slashes, so and for the call I wasn't doing that. Anyway, because I can obviously talk faster than I can type, as you notice, because whenever I start typing, I sound dumb. And not what I'm talking about. Okay, so now it's just trying to. I started up a new Claude, so it doesn't know any of the stuff that the last Claude learned. There are great things you can build in Claude or use Claude for that'll give it better memory, or you can reference skills or apps. I was trying to keep it simple. So it's running through. Site's enabled. It's found the right place. What has it found? Your index config only has HTTP configured, but no HTTPS block. If you're accessing the site via that's why it's redirecting. That could be true. I thought I had all of those things. www.graylabs.com/to-do app. No. I'm going to tell it no. I don't think so, because I'll copy this, MVP and for Munger. Fine, and they look exactly the same. Oh, but there's some setup to register. Maybe a new one? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think, oh gosh. Yeah, when I did it just yesterday, obviously this worked. Anyway, let's try the Munger stock simulator while we're waiting for that to work. So one thing I tested is I was like a little skeptical because obviously maybe if you just pick the top 10 best companies in the world at the start of your date, you get a problem. So I said, okay, choose the top 50 companies. That's a pretty big basket. And let's see if we run the simulation. So run the simulation. It's going to check the status of NGINX. Great. Check it. All right, fetching data. There we go. So again, this strategy always takes a long time. Like, it's only doing a little bit better after you've been investing for 10 years. But that's kind of the point. It's a long, slow strategy. But over here, we got to 4.2 million versus 15 million. So 3.5x. So that's pretty awesome. And that's despite, you can look at each company you invested in, HD. You can see it invested a couple times. I don't even know that company. Let's see what else. PFE. Like this company hasn't been great. I don't know what PFE is. But like it's been okay. Nice thing is like you just kind of always bought it when it's down. So it was up, you made some money there, down, up, down, and then but now actually look, this is a loser, most recently. But again, it's all about playing the game. Obviously, Oracle, and then I thought it was fun. You can let's see if it worked. Okay, we're gonna try it. I don't know what it did, and it needed to be reloaded to pick up. I thought we did that like a bunch of times, so I'm skeptical it's gonna work. All right, I'll show you one last cool thing on this. You can remove something because it's like, oh sure, obviously if you bought Nvidia, like you get to beat the market, but is that realistic? So I'm gonna drop Nvidia. There we go. Oh, it's slow with this many companies loaded. Yeah, no. We'll try to do app one more time, and if not, we're gonna end the thing, and I'll come back. Another thing telling us that it worked. Didn't work. All right, I'm gonna give up, and I'll have to make an update in the actual files. At the least, it shows you how to build a personal site at one main page. All right, thanks. I'm gonna sign off. Hopefully this is useful. If nothing else, to see that even people who build stuff, when they try to redo what they did, it won't always work. It's still sometimes hard to build things, even with Claude code.